What's up? If you enjoy anything that you see in this video, go ahead and subscribe. Also, feel free to comment. I'll comment back, I promise. Yo, what's up you guys? It's the kid Spot here, and welcome back. How y'all doing, man? If you've been watching my channel, you already know I haven't given out a list of my favorite Sonic games. That itself is a bit hard. So instead, I'll separate them up by 2D and 3D games. So this right here are my favorite 2D Sonic games. Okay, I made it. I gotta stop him! Now keep in mind, this is my opinion based off my experience with these games and things. Just because your Sonic game isn't on this list doesn't mean that I hate it or that I think that it sucks. Okay? Trust me. To be honest with you, I like every Sonic game. Besides Sonic Chronicles. Fuck Sonic Chronicles. So how about this? Below, tell me your top 5 2D Sonic games. Favorite ones. So number 5. Stop! What the fuck? Spot! Yo, who are you? I'm you from the future. Yo, why the fuck are you here? Because to warn you about the damage that you're going to cause to your future if you cancel uploading this video. Dude, calm your tits. That's what I'm doing right now, man. Oh. Okay. Continue on then. Anyways, let's kick this off with number 5. So at number 5, we're... So you're just gonna stand there and stare at me? You're not gonna go back to your future? Yeah, but don't let me be a distraction. Continue on. So as I was saying, number 5. Sonic Rush Adventure. Back when Sonic Rush Adventure first came out, I loved it, especially for the story and the characters that was in it. We had Blaze the Cat, Marine the Raccoon, and we had Whiskers and Dr. Eggman. And then we can't also forget about my homie Eggman nigga. I mean nigga. Yeah, him. Actually, this was the first DS Sonic game that I played. I played this before I even got a chance to play the original Sonic Rush. I loved the gameplay for it and how smooth the platforming was. Don't even get me started on the trick system that they had in the game. Previous Sonic games had the trick system before, but this trick system I loved because it helped out with your boost meter, which also showed up in later Sonic games in the future. But I also love the boost mechanic. Actually, this was the first Sonic game to include the boost mechanic. I mean, you know, Advanced somewhat kind of had it, but it was pretty dope in my opinion. It's a shame the Rush Adventures don't get acknowledged whatsoever anymore. Basically, none of the DS titles ever get mentioned. And I always wonder what happened to Marine. We don't hear nothing about Marine anymore. You remember how I said I played Sonic Rush Adventure before the original Sonic Rush? Well, this isn't the only time where I played the last game in the trilogy before the first. This brings us into number 4. Sonic Advance 3. I have so much to say about this game in so little time. To me, this is the best game in the Advance trilogy, simply because of how dope the team mechanic that they had in it. Because in the game you had a choice to pick, you know, 2 teammates, and those 2 teammates, depending on who you pick, they get like certain abilities and things like that. So I always went with Sonic and Tails, or Sonic and Amy. Some certain characters you need to unlock other characters because at first you only unlock Sonic and Tails. Also, something in the game that I like was the mini hub worlds. To a lot of people, they don't like the hub worlds in Sonic games, but I don't mind the hub worlds as long as they're not insanely huge. And you know, you don't have to run around them to collect items to progress through the story. I'm looking at you, Sonic Unleashed. Now, this game was far from perfect still. There was a few problems in the stages, like bottomless pits and things like that, but it was much more refined from the original Sonic Advance and definitely Sonic Advance 2. What I think, they should make an HD remake of the GBA games with widescreen support. Just come out with a version that just includes Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3, Sonic Battle, you know, and make them all widescreen, you know, throw it out there for a few bucks, and boom, bada boom, boom. We got it, boy. I would be happy for that. I would be happy. But it was still a good handheld Sonic game in my opinion. Way better than another Sonic the Hedgehog handheld game. I think it knows what I'm talking about. Sonic CD. Now this may come as a surprise to some of you, since I did say that Sonic CD used to be my favorite 2D Sonic game of all time. You know, things change, people change, everything changes. This was actually the first 2D Sonic game that I've beaten. Sonic Advanced, I beaten it, but I didn't like collect all the emeralds for it because those chow shits were annoying as shit. The aesthetic of the game itself is just gorgeous, and what got me really into Sonic CD is when I got a glimpse of it through the Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube. Once I seen that intro, I gotta play this game. This game looks amazing. And around that time when I played Sonic CD, I would go on forums and things like that to read up on it. At that time, everybody was saying that this was the best 2D Sonic game. The levels for the game were pretty huge, okay? They were really huge compared to Sonic 1 and 2. Some levels were annoying. I think y'all know what I'm talking about too. Wacky. But one of the main things what really got me hooked into Sonic CD was the music itself. Sonic is known by having just amazing music, but the music in Sonic CD is on a whole nother level. Sometimes I legit sit back, I just listen to the soundtrack of Sonic CD. It's that good to me. Except for the English boss. Yeah. It scared the living crap out of me as a kid. Is it scared of you guys? I don't know. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you would know that Sonic 3 and Knuckles wasn't originally even in my top 5 favorite 2D Sonic games whatsoever. It wasn't until recently when I restarted playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I understood the beauty of it. Cause let me tell you guys the story of why I did not like Sonic 3 and Knuckles as much as Sonic 1 or 2 or even CD. This was around the time, I would say 2005 or 6. I got this little thing called a Leap Pad. Leap Pad, it's like an educational toy. I got a Sonic math game cartridge. So imagine a Sonic level where you can go fast in, but you have to come to a screeching halt to solve math problems. Just imagine that. Do you know what sprites and assets that they used in that game? It was Sonic 3's. I played this a little bit before I even got my hands on Sonic 3, and that Leapfrog game scarred me. I hated that game so much, and when I hopped on Sonic 3 and I seen that, it was just like, wow, what the fuck? I don't know, looking back at it, I was a really stupid child. I played it a few years later, you know, I was like, it's pretty good, really challenging. The game's really freaking hard. And as of recently, for the hype of Sonic Mania, I sat down, streamed it a little bit, played it some more, beat the game, and I understand why everybody loves it. It's a perfect balance of platforming and speed. It's not like how Sonic 1 is, where all the levels are unbalanced and there's only like 2 or 3 fun stages, but Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a really fun game, especially play Sonic 3 NK, not just Sonic 3, not just Sonic and Knuckles, the entire package, which is about like 14 stages. If you have not played Sonic 3, which I'm pretty sure all of you have, but if you haven't, this is that's a must play right there. Even if you're not a fan of 2D Sonic games, you have to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This shouldn't come as a surprise to y'all. Come on now. Come on now. If it wasn't for Sonic Mania, I would have never wanted to go back and play Sonic 3 Knuckles and understand how beautiful it is. So it's like the story for this game is simple. There's a few remade stages, well, not even a few. There's some remade stages in the game, which I don't mind a few remade stages and stuff, but the thing is that these stages are flipped around, warped and things like that, so where it's like the only thing that resembles the original stages are just how they look, not the layout or nothing. You thought Sonic 3 and Knuckles was perfect when it comes to speed and platforming. Sonic Mania is like that, just how clean the sprites are and how, oh my gosh, the music, oh my gosh y'all, the freaking music. When I tell y'all there is no other game that comes close to Sonic Mania's level of music in a 2D game. If you guys sit up here and watch my streams, you would know that sometimes I just sit back, I talk to the chat, and I just play the OST for Sonic Mania. Is that good to me. I was one of those fans who were much more hyped for Sonic Forces than I was for Sonic Mania. Now that Sonic Mania has came out, I cannot wait for them to come out with, I'm guessing, a Sonic Mania 2, if they call it that, or whatever else they want to call it, Sonic the Hedgehog 5, I don't know. And it's like the levels themselves, there's nothing that I can think of that makes me want to put it down besides maybe, you know, the glitches sometimes. So Sonic Mania is by far my favorite 2D Sonic game of all time. Will something beat it? I don't know, it depends, you gotta wait till and see in the future, but as of right now, I don't see no other 2D Sonic game beating out Sonic Mania for me. There hasn't been a single 2D Sonic game where I sit up here and replay the game. I already beaten the game 3 to 4 different times on 3 different systems. So that's gonna be all for today, you guys. That's my top 5 2D Sonic games. What's yours? I'd like to know. So I'm gonna catch you guys up. It's the Kid Spot. Make sure you guys go ahead and smack that like button. And yeah, peace. Okay, I'm done now. Are you happy? Can you leave now? I'm proud of you, my boy. I'm most definitely proud. Don't worry. I'll be going back to my future in a little bit. Wait a minute. If you just did that, that means that my entire future is completely changed, therefore erasing me from existence. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Holy crap. Do you know what the fuck you just did? Yo! Oh my gosh, I'm so worried right now. Holy crap, I'm so worried. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Does that mean that I erase as well?